guys.
Right.
But it was more like boom, 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 boom. So I had times where I fell back from different positions, from different platinum levels, whatever the case is. We all are going to experience that. But most people, when they get to a certain level and then they drop back through either disappointment in themselves, embarrassment, their income falls off, they need to go get another job, whatever. A lot of people don't know how to recover from that. But the good news is that there is no fallback that you can't have a comeback from. And this story that Darnell's going to share right now is an amazing story of a great height and a very steep fall off, but then recovering back to a higher height. And this dude pissed me off because I thought my March Madness team a month ago, I thought we were going to take first place. But this cat had such a comeback, he smoked us. I mean, big time. So this story, I think, it's going to resonate with every one of you at some level. So I'm pumped to hear. I'm pumped to see this wrestler.
You crack me up, man. I swear you do. All right, hold on one second. Let me get this set up. Hold on one second, guys. Can you see my screen, Brian Carruthers?
I can.
You can.
Is this Cliff or Fard?
This one's Fard.
Okay. Yep. Good.
Okay.
That's where I was talking. Okay.
This gentleman was senior director at the beginning of last year, 2020, and had been executive. Sometimes we have the platinum and we fall back. We're gold and we fall back, and and I don't say the standard, but he ended up at senior director level with folks who fell back in his organization. And he said, you know what? Drawing the line in the sand. Today's platinum. Today he has 6-figure ring. This is a year later, guys. So I'm inspired by him. I thought, let's have him on to share what he did to get himself back on again, to reframe, to reinvent himself. Help me to welcome new 6-figure ring earner, new platinum executive director. Let me unmute you, sir. Mr. Fard Bell. Many of us know him as Coach Fard Bell. Over to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me okay?
I sure can. Congratulations, my friend.
Wow. Well, thank you for the introduction. Hello, Legal Shield family. It's such an honor to share amongst family. This is family. And for all of us to win together. And I want to thank the corporate office. I want to thank the leadership team and thank all of you, my brothers and sisters in Legal Shield, for all the inspiration over the years. And for those I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, I won't share my whole story, but for some of you who know, by the age of 6, I didn't want to be alive because I didn't think my life had any value, and dealt with a lot of self-limiting beliefs, had to overcome a bunch of personal challenges, and got inspired one day that I had a purpose. And all my life, all I wanted to do was figure out what that purpose was so I could spend my life pursuing my calling and not worrying about the bills, not worrying about all those other things we deal with in life. The problem was I didn't have a vehicle. I didn't have a plan. I thought real estate investing was going to be it. I started going to seminars as a teenager. My stepdad would listen to books like Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, and finally got inspired. And anyway, I became that kid in school that sold candy. I had snacks and candy for sale. I sold M&Ms. Definitely no residual income there. But my sophomore year in college at Howard University, a good friend of mine introduced me to this amazing cause that we're a part of, an amazing crusade that we're a part of. And I saw it. I saw the big picture and got started very part-time while I was in school, trying to figure out how to pay for school by myself, living on that famous ramen noodle diet, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. And that was my beginning. And so didn't know anything about network marketing. Never heard of it, actually. But I saw amazing people in the D.C., Maryland area where I'm from, like Mr. Darnell South, Mike Hume, Brian Carruthers, and so many other amazing leaders. And I got inspired attending the events. And I said, you know what? This is something. There's something here. And I think this can help a whole lot of people if people just saw it. So anyway, went through my learning curve, learned how to launch right away. This is important notes I'm going to share. Two major themes you'll hear tonight. One is about learning to launch, and the other one is simply about not quitting. And so I learned to launch and got launched after trying it my own way, and it didn't work. Anybody ever done that before? Learned to launch from the masters. In fact, we had a cassette tape back then, and this is December 1999. And the cassette tape, I was just coachable. And I said, you know what? My way's not working. I'm going to do exactly what they teach me. Now we've got LS Engage, of course, and the online modules. But I followed what was there about making a big list, having a big reason why, and doing massive activity to promote like crazy. And I'll never forget my first month, they said, look, get as many people as you can to this big event. That big event was a Super Saturday back when we had live events pre-COVID. And I didn't have a car. I didn't have a car to get to the event. I lived in Washington, D.C. The event was in Baltimore, Maryland, about an hour away. And I said, I'm going to call everybody I can, and I'm going to promote. I'm going to practice this skill of promotion. And anyway, my goal was to have 10 carloads of people at that event. So I called everybody who had a car first, because I didn't have one. And they said, look, find somebody who does have a car, get a ride with them. So I took it to heart. I was coachable. And anyway, 10 people promised me they would drive. I called everybody else and said, look, I already have a ride for you. You know, we were college students at the time. This is probably this was my version of the millennial movement back then. The young folks who